conservative Republicans less likely to support Rudy Giuliani for their party's nomination. Oh, have we got some fascinating data for you today? We've aggregated recent polls of Republicans asking whom they would support for their party's nomination. We can look at those levels of support by some very interesting subgroups. First of all, let's look at the difference between conservative and moderate Republicans. This is a real key within the party. What do we find? Well, Rudy Giuliani, who is the front runner, does less well among conservative Republicans than he does among moderate and liberal Republicans. Who gains among conservative Republicans? Well, it's not John McCain. His support is relatively flat across ideology. Newt Gingrich, he does better among conservative Republicans, as does Fred Thompson, the former actor and senator from Tennessee. Mitt Romney does slightly better among conservative Republicans. What about religion? Our best single measure of religiosity, as sociologists call it, is church attendance. We find Rudy Giuliani does less well among frequent church-going Republicans. We would expect that, given that he does less well among conservative, and being conservative is correlated with going to church frequently. Who does better among frequent church-going Republicans? Well, it's not John McCain. His support relatively flat across church attendance. Mitt Romney does quite a bit better among those Republicans who attend church than those who don't. Finally, let's look at levels of support broken out by region of the country. Rudy Giuliani does best in the East. No great shock. He does quite poorly on a relative basis among Republicans who are living in the West. Who does better among Western Republicans? Mitt Romney. He, of course, is from Utah originally. 13% of Republicans who live in the West say they would support Mitt Romney for president, compared to only 4% who live in the Midwest. John McCain's support, relatively even, but a little lower in the South. Fred Thompson, who is from the South, after all, he was the senator from Tennessee, does best, as we would predict, among Southern Republicans. Join us again tomorrow for more fascinating insights into American public opinion. I'm Dr. Frank Newport, editor-in-chief of the Gallup poll with Democracy on Demand. Take the daily briefing with you. Search for Gallup at the iTunes Music Store.